But
But yes,
let's move on and talk about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Um, the first official trailer, because the last one was a teaser. You saw it, right?
yeah, I did.
Okay, because you've been missing a lot of trailers.
I only missed no. Oh my god, you missed one trailer.
That's enough. But so
Apparently,
let's just start. We heard Sir Patrick Stewart's voice. We heard
I'm
Professor.
gonna laugh if this is just some random British man and y'all are freaking out over this.
Bro, that is literally his voice.
I'm going to crack up. Now see. What if it's what's that guy's name? The guy who played Alfred in the Dark Knight trilogy. What if it's his voice that you heard, and because it's only like a 3 second snippet, now Alfred is actually in the MCU, making
Michael
the Dark
Caine.
Knight trilogy canon.
Michael Caine literally has one of the most distinct voices on the face of the planet. If it was Michael Caine, everyone would have been like, "Oh my god, it's Michael Caine. Alfred's in the MCU." You would have said it everywhere.
Alfred is the new Jarvis.
But yeah, so that was if that's the Illuminati. We're getting straight into it. We're just diving deep.
It is.
We'll get to all that other stuff later. If that's the Illuminati, which it is, we saw Mordo. It looks like Mordo was walking in the background, and he's part of the Illuminati, and maybe he takes up Doctor Strange's position in the Illuminati, and maybe eventually Doctor Strange replaces Mordo. But Illuminati in the comics is Professor Xavier, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Black Panther, Black Bolt, and sometimes Captain America. He usually leaves because he doesn't agree with what they do morally. So if that's the case, the version of Mr. if they have Mr. Fantastic, which I'm assuming they will, it will probably be the one from the first two films that came out in the early 2000s.
I hope so. I really like those movies.
I think he was a good fan, Mr. Fantastic. And I would like to just see him, reprise that role one time. His name is Ian Grufford. He played Reed Richards, and it would be really cool to see him. And it would literally be the first time we see. I mean, this movie is 100% going to be the first time we see a lot of characters in the MCU. It'd be funny if we saw Blade, Wesley Snipes Blade. That would be pretty funny. But much like I would be afraid, like I was for Spider-Verse at first, about them doing too much if I didn't see Spider-Verse. Now, not so much. I'm not afraid of them doing too much. I'm not afraid of them taking the spotlight away from Doctor Strange with all these cameos. I am now somewhat confident that they will be able to tell a good Doctor Strange, Stephen Strange story while also balancing the cameos. Because if I'd never seen Spider-Verse, No Way Home, that's what it was called, right? Yeah. Then I would have been a little bit afraid. But now I'm like, I trust them. I trust them with these multiversal stories. I'm interested to see what they do with Wanda. I wonder if they will do the whole, people are always theorizing, what if she goes like, not mute, like she does something similar to No More Mutants, but she does the opposite and creates mutants somehow, some way. And, in a attempt to bring back her children. And, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. But before we talk more about the X-Men, because I want to get into a conversation about that, there was a scene of a person fighting Wanda who was like glowing with energy. And there were two shots of them that looked very different. And when I first saw it, I thought it was Kang. Then I saw it again, and I'm convinced it's either Monica or her mother. But then a third time, I saw it and it looked like it was a man, and people were assuming that it could potentially be a version of Iron Man that's on the Illuminati, and that it's Superior Iron Man, and that it's Mr. Mission Impossible himself. What's his name?
Tom does his own stunts, Cruise. Yes,
Yeah, Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man, because he was one of the people up consideration of playing Iron Man before. So that would be interesting to see. But I am convinced that it is Monica's mother, Maria, an alternate universe version of her, who instead of Carol became Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, as a ref, and this will be kind of like a not so subtle reference to the fact that in the comics, Monica Rambeau actually became Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers did, but this time it's her mother. Because the energy looked more like Carol's energy, I feel like, than anything else. And also, the suit looked like it was black and white. That's Monica's colors, or her version of Captain Marvel's colors. So I think it was Maria, but at first I thought it was King because I was like zooming in on the face and I was like, that looks like Major. That looks like the actor who's playing Kang. But I feel like it might be Maria. It could be Monica, but I assume it might be Maria. There's a tiny chance it could be Superior Iron Man. I mean, there's a chance it could be anyone. I don't know for certain, but I feel like it's Maria. Do you have any thoughts on who that might be?
I feel like it's Superior Iron Man. I've looked at that photo very hard for a very long time, and it looks like a man's body. Like,
there's a shot with them hips be looking hippie.
no, but that's the thing though. That's not, those aren't hips. Everybody's like, they're hips. That's not hips. That's like a knee going up to the chest. That's like the outer thigh. That's not actually a hip. Like it's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe, especially because I'm not great with anatomy, but like that's not a hip, is what I'm saying. Like it's not actually a hip.
For me, it's definitely between Superior Iron Man and Monica Rambeau. Like, those are the two people I'm thinking. But also, just on the maybe it could still be King. What if it's a Iron Lad or something like that? Like one of the King variants. That could be interesting.
I mean, if it's Iron Lad, then I don't know. I just really want to see Superior Iron Man. I like Superior Iron Man. I've been saying the only Iron Man series I've read cover to cover is Superior Iron Man. I could care less about Iron Man in literally any other like form or fashion. I don't like Iron Man all that much, but I love Superior Iron Man. So I want to see that.